We're gonna hop right into it.
I read on into it.
All right, here we go. I do not own the rights to this music that you're going to hear in the background, but we just got us a little background music going here. All right, welcome, welcome, welcome to Beauty for Ashes, the journey, y'all. Today we got a all the way special treat. We have Mr. Khoree the poet is in the house, y'all. I'm just going to read a little bit. I did post his bio for those of you who possibly got the opportunity to check it out. But I'm going to read his bio now and we're going to get right into it. It's an exciting one today, y'all. Let's go. Let's go. And first of all, let me just start here. Mr. Khoree the poet is a contemporary R&B spoken word artist. He performs a fusion of spoken word, R&B, jazz, and song into what he calls R&B poetry. Khoree the poet is not just an ordinary performer, he is a trailblazer who has redefined the boundaries of spoken word poetry and captivated audiences worldwide. With his incredible talent, he has earned a place of distinction in the entertainment industry. His unique ability to blend poetic expressions with mesmerizing performances has gained him widespread recognitions, numerous awards, and an ever growing fan base. Notably, Khoree the Poet has received multiple nominations for the Grammy Awards in the For Your Consideration FYC category, further further cementing his status as an artist of exceptional caliber. All right, let's go. In 2023, Khoree obtained a Las Vegas residency. Come on, y'all. At the prestigious Rio Hotel and Casino on the Las Vegas Strip, titled Champagne Sunday with Khoree the poet. Champagne Sunday the Khoree Sunshine Champagne Sunday with Khoree the poet. All
Yeah.
right, I got look. It was not just an ordinary residency. It marks a historic moment in the realm of entertainment. For the first time in history, a poet has been granted residency at the major Las Vegas casino. All right, all right. This groundbreaking breaking residency immerses the audience in a world of spoken word poetry, live music, and pure artistic brilliance. It was a series of unforgettable Sunday performances that resonate with audience long after the show. Khoree's entertainment style is known for its captivating and thoughtful provoking spoken word poetry and unique storytelling. He combines the power of words with the magnetic stage presence, leaving audiences spellbound. With a passion for sharing stories that inspire and uplift, Corey's performances touch the heart and mind, evoking a wide range of emotions. Come on, y'all, let's give it up for Corey the poet. It's Corey,
It's
baby.
Corey, baby.
All right, let's give up them cyber applause, y'all. All right, thank you once again. Just let me start by saying, first of all, I just appreciate you for providing the platform for so many wonderful artists to have the opportunity to share their gifts. And I met you through my brother.
Right.
And first of all, let me say thank you, Ayana, for finding this platform, and thank you and your wife, Corey, for providing this platform for artists to come, like I said, and share their gifts. And I have had the pleasure of being in the audience, y'all. And let me tell y'all, if y'all gotta come through. You gotta come through and see it. Moonlight Lounge every Sunday night, starting at 7 p.m. I want to see y'all in the room.
Yeah.
Let's pack the place out, y'all, and support, support, support. All right, Mr. Corey, baby. It's Corey, baby.
Yeah. It's Corey, baby. Thank you for
Oh,
having me. I
it's
appreciate it.
It is my absolute pleasure. So what teamwork make the dream work. We
Teamwork
support one
make the
another. That's
dream.
what it's about. One of
Absolutely.
the young lady, the last young lady that I interviewed, she did faith without works is dead. You can
Yeah.
say what you want to do, all you want to say, but it's about what you do that makes the difference. And I just want to let y'all know this brother and his wife are doing. Okay.
Oh yeah. Hey, goals without a plan and plan without an action is nothing but a dream.
All right. And they got action, y'all.
Yes, sir.
Action. Let's support though. We got to support. All right, Khoree. So my first question is: did you find poetry, or did poetry find you?
Oh, that's a good question. Actually, honestly, if I think back about it, poetry has, I would say, has always been there within me, and I didn't know it until it showed itself. Right.
Mm.
And it showed itself in college. Really, it really showed itself when I attended college, and a professor of mine, English professor, uh, told everyone who was sitting in a quad at the time that was in his class, if you guys write a poem, you'll get extra credit if you go up there and perform it. And I
Okay.
had never did anything like that, but I always could use extra credit. So
Right.
why not?
Right.
Why not?
Right.
So I wrote a quick poem called Woman and went up there and read it. And, you know, it got a pretty good response. And then there you go from there. The bug. And it just
Right.
started flowing out. And that was just the writing part. Honestly, that was just the writing part. The
Mm.
performance part didn't come till years and years later.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that was just the writing part of finding my writing style. At the very beginning, and it was very it was very, I ain't gonna say easy, but it all came out because you had a lot of stuff in me that I didn't know. That
Okay.
I had inside of me that I wanted to write out and put on paper because normally most folks express it in different ways, without writing it down. So once I did that, it just like a waterfall just kept coming out and coming out and coming out. And as you know, the longer you do it, the more you go back and look at earlier works and all that stuff. Like, okay, I can see the growth, I can see the difference.
Mm.
Because it definitely was a journey. I went from writing to writing and performing it, then from writing it and performing it to adding different elements to it, and then reworking certain things, and then now it has blossomed and grown into what it is today, which is Khoree, baby.
Come on. So that sounds like cultivating the gift. So
Absolutely.
can you share with us what that looked like for you? What was that journey like?
For me, uh, it was people who saw
Mm.
a certain gift in me, and I actually listened to those people, which normally most men are hard headed and don't listen to nobody, but I actually listened to those people.
Like that.
After a while, it took a minute, but I listened to them,
Right.
and what they had to say, and realized is, some of the stuff that they're saying has valid points. So, let me go ahead and try it a little bit this way, try a little bit that way, and see what feels natural for me. Because it has to be,
Mm.
natural. Just because
Right.
somebody can point it out to you doesn't mean it is not natural. Clearly, it's natural if they saw it in you. So,
Right.
uh, I I took some parts from what certain people saw in me and build on it, and move. And sometimes you build on it too much. Okay, I've been doing that too much. Let me let me do something else right now. A little bit of this and work on this one. So that's how it got cultivated. Out of it, a lot of it was from, I did a lot of open mics. I did a
Okay.
lot of open mics in all kinds of areas. I mean, some
Right.
areas you like, is there even poetry in here? What's going on?
Right.
Oh my goodness. But if it's something that you love, it doesn't matter. You go do it. You go chase it. You go grab it. And that's where it all comes. That's how I got cultivated, going into those
Okay.
dingy, hole in wall places to perform, smoke filled places, bars, people talking while you doing your poem, or
Mhm.
fights going on here or there, or
Oh wow.
whatever, or whatever. But you going in there single minded that I'm coming to do this. So all that other stuff is you block out. So that helps you cultivate how you're going to handle stuff like that. Also, it all works in conjunction with what you're going to become as a performer if you're doing this seriously. So that all the things that happen in life along the journey is what cultivated me into how I perform now, and how I know what to do, what to say, what not to say,
Mhm.
and not to behave on when certain things happen. So it was a life experience that cultivated me into becoming this whole Khoree the poet. Not to mention, my wife had 90% to do with it.
Right.
Yeah, honestly, if it wasn't for her, none of this whole Khoree the poet thing wouldn't even be happening at all.
Oh
Trust me.
wow.
I mean, at all. I would still have been just doing open mics here and there. No music behind me, no singing in between, none of that stuff. I'd have
Oh
just,
wow.
yeah, I'd have just been out there doing my poetry, just speaking and working at another job, and doing life. Uh, but she saw something that nobody else really saw. It was her idea to add the music and the singing to it, because she was the one who said, your stuff is excellent even without the music, because of your stage presence and your voice and your delivery and your the power in your words. But if you add music to it and a little singing to it also.
Okay, let's
Can you hear me
there
now?
we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you hear any of that stuff that I just said?
I did not hear
Oh my god.
but that's okay. We gonna carry on. We're gonna carry on. But I know that the main thing is it sounds like what I did here, it sounds like you had the opportunity to build a solid foundation. And then the blessing to that was that your wife was supportive in that and encouraged you to continue on with it.
It was her idea. More
Oh,
than
okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Her whole
more than just encouraged. She actually saw the future of she literally told me, okay, this is going to be your career and this is how you're going to do it. You're going to add music.
okay.
Yeah, you're going to add music to it. You're going to add singing to it. You're going to combine all three of them so you can reach the masses, so you can go mainstream and do it to like no other poet has ever done it. So
Yeah.
she saw that because she saw the delivery, she saw the voice, she saw the height. It was a whole package, and she could see that there was something missing out there in the world of poetry and R&B and music. And she said, combined all of those, man, because what I like to speak about is love, romance, sensuality, and inspiring and uplifting women. It's all geared toward women. I write about everything. Don't get me wrong. I write
Right.
about, as you heard the other night, I write about and speak about everything. But when
Right.
I get out there and perform, I like to perform the love and romance and inspirational stuff, because this world always can use more of that.
Absolutely. And your
Yeah.
wife is that's a strong woman. That's strong, strong, strong. You got
Yeah.
a strong visionary.
Yeah, man, I
That's
tell
what
you,
I'm talking
it's
about.
amazing. She saw it all. I seen it. in other aspects of our life too. How her vision, she can see certain things, and I'm like, I don't see anything there, but okay, let's follow what you're saying, and bam, oh my gosh, you were right.
Okay. That's
You
like
know,
the dream team. Come on, let's go, dream
well, it's more a
team.
dream on my part, it's a little nightmare on her part because I'm hard headed.
Oh, no. Good thing about that, you admit it. Okay,
Right,
let's go. All right. All
right.
right.
It ain't all smooth sailing. I could be a little stubborn at times, but at the end of the day, we get to the same spot on that journey.
All right.
It just take a little longer.
You say you buck a little bit along the way.
Yeah, I might buck a little bit or two along the journey.
Right. Okay, so like the next question I have right now is I have seen now just for those of you who do not know, they also do I'll say the brunches. So
Murder mystery.
murder mystery. Now
Yeah,
I have had the pleasure of being in the presence of the one of the murder mysteries as well. So this is in
yeah,
addition to the poetry that he does. So you
yeah.
all are missing out. Okay. So
Exactly.
but what I'm going to do is make sure that I give Corey the opportunity where you guys can go and find his information at where to share where all of the things that he and his wife are doing in the community, in the Las Vegas community. And I tell you, it is an amazing outlet for creatives. And you all are truly creatives. So, would you say that you would say, oh, you know what? I tell my son this all the time. You know what? Find out what it is that you do with the least amount of effort naturally. And that's what you want to cultivate. So, and I got that when you were speaking and you were saying, so when you were talking about your journey through cultivating your gifts. So would you say that poetry is your purpose in life?
One of them, absolutely.
Okay.
You can have more than one purpose, but it's definitely one of, if not the main.
Okay.
Because it really helps me. My tagline used to be, actually, it still is, uh, touching the world one word at a time.
All right.
So, you have to try and do your part with whatever you have, you know. And my poetry is definitely what I have. So if I can reach one person and help them out some way with my words, then I'm doing
Mhm.
what I'm supposed to be doing.
All right. Let's
Yeah.
go. So what is okay? So this is my question because I've seen you in character
You're right.
and I've seen you deliver your poetry.
Hmm.
Which one of those is most comfortable for you? Which one of those is your home place?
Uh, I would say more so is honest. Whew, that might be a tie. Yeah. Honestly, it might be a tie because I was a theater major in college.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right. Let's
yeah,
go.
I was a theater major in college. So that's where they both started at the same time, the poetry and the acting.
Okay.
They both started in college around the same time. I was taking English class, but I was also a theater major at the same time. So, they both uh, they both are up there.
Okay.
Poetry may have a little slight edge.
Okay.
Yeah, poetry may have a little slight edge, because I really do enjoy and performing the poetry the way that I do, So
Okay.
that may have a slight edge, but acting is right there. I was blessed enough to do some international commercials and national
All
commercials,
right.
and a couple of movies and live performances. I was actually blessed enough to do a walk-on role in a Tyler Perry play,
Oh,
A
nice.
Woman Scorned, when it was in the Bay Area in Oakland, California.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was, I've done quite a bit and blessed enough to continue to keep doing this type of stuff. But like I said, the poetry, yeah, it has the edge.
All right.
Yeah.
Yes, and it is absolutely, I mean, you deliver. But I must say, when you go into character, when I saw you in that Inspector Gadget outfit coat,
Yeah, no, don't get me wrong. Just so the people who do see this, our company is called Who Done It Productions, and it's a
okay.
murder mystery company where we do We do brunches, cocktail parties, dinner shows, or whatever. We can put it to whatever, and I always play the detective. I when I first started off, I write the plays, I get the cast,
Okay.
and once I get the cast, we rehearse and then we do the play. But I started off just directing. I didn't
Okay.
even want to be in the plays. We started off directing. Then certain things happened, so I had to jump in for a role because a actor at the last moment got sick or something and couldn't do it. So I
Mhm.
jumped in for that person's next two shows. And once I did it, and if you know anything about actors, if you haven't did it for a while and then you do it again,
Mhm.
that bug bites you. You,
Yeah.
you just ready to keep on keeping on, right? So I was doing that for a while. I was writing, directing, and being one of the characters in the play.
Okay.
And then I went from being one of the characters to the detective. And once I
Okay.
did the detective and saw how the people responded to the detective with the accent and all, okay, I have to do the detective all the time then. You know,
Yeah.
we hire the other actors to do the other stuff. So I'll write,
Right.
I'll produce, and then I come in, and then I will come in as detective, but God, right. Yes. Why? Because I'm never wrong.
Yes, that was an absolute joy. It's a if you guys have got to get out and catch this. Like this is a must see. Like you got to see it.
Yeah, I
So
have so
like,
much fun. I have so much fun playing that character and bringing it to life. You get, as an actor, actress, you
mhm.
get to, with our stuff anyway, you get to improv a lot.
Yeah.
You
Oh, oh
you get to
yes.
mess with the crowd, mess with the audience, and get them all into it. And I really, as you can tell, enjoy messing with the audience.
Right. Absolutely. But I mean,
Fun
that
time.
is what draws people there too, that draws people in. I've noticed that you have like a solid foundation of people who support you. So that is a wonderful thing in itself as well. And also when I was going through your like your history of things that you have done, I saw that you opened for Yolanda Adams. Like you've opened for some like really major artists.
The poetry part of me, yes. Like I said, blessed enough to be able to have worked with a whole bunch of and just very, very great people. I toured. I did that gospel tour, and it was Yolanda Adams, it was
Mm.
Marvin Sapp,
Oh,
and then
okay.
I came back from that and did another show with Tasha Cobbs,
Oh,
in
nice.
in the gospel realm. Yeah, I also I did got two gospel poems with one is with Latoya London from American Idol. She was
Okay.
in she was in the finals with Fantasia and Jennifer Hudson. She was one
Okay.
of the she was one of the so I got a gospel song with her, and I also got a gospel song with Lenny Williams, the soulful, the world renowned, the one and
Oh,
only Mr. Lenny
come on.
Williams. Yeah.
Come on. All
Yeah,
right.
from Tower of Power, that Lenny Williams. Yeah.
Okay.
So we had one called Thank You, and it was played on the radio for a long time, on the gospel stations for a long time. And that's how, actually, funny enough, that's how I got the tour I was doing with Yolanda and all them folks, because they heard, one of the promoters heard my song in Colorado, out there in Colorado. Shout out to Andrew. And he reached out to my people, man, and said, I would like this brother on this here show. You think you make it happen? And the funny thing
All
is,
right.
when he did that, COVID hit. Bam. So it
Oh.
right. It paused it for a year.
Ooh.
Year and a half, something like that. And but a year and a half later, he called right back. Okay, we starting back up. Is he still ready to go? Absolutely. So yeah, we did that. God is
Right.
good,
Yes, he is all the time.
all the
So
time.
he done got you. It's some favors sprinkled around in there too. That's
Yeah,
boy.
absolutely. Highly favored, man. Yeah, I mean, I honestly, like you said, Lenny Williams, Latoya London. I did shows where I opened up for Gladys Knight, the
Mm.
OJ's, Bobby Brown, Fantasia. You
Oh
know,
wow.
yeah, I've been. Matter of fact, I did a show where I opened up for Bobby Brown, and after he got done with his set, he came over to me and was like, "Hey man, what's up? Let's take a picture, man. I like what you was doing. That was cool." Yeah.
Right.
So it's all good, man. It's all good.
Yeah, and what I really love most about it is that you can see your love for it, like your love and your passion flows through your work, and it's like you can tell it comes natural to you because you just flow with it. I mean,
Yeah.
like even with your hosting, you just flow.
Well,
And
the hosting part is, well, I'm a fool, so I'm a clown. So it's easy. I ain't gonna say hosting is easy because it is not. You have to connect with the crowd.
right,
But like you said, it's an ability that God has really bestowed on me to just be me in front of people, and that's my hosting style. I just be me in front of people, and like I like to make people laugh, have a good time, and enjoy the moment, and feel like they're part of what's going on, and not just sitting there. So that's basically my hosting style. It's look, we all in this together. So,
yeah,
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 we're all in this together. I came here to do something for you. You came here to see me and the rest of us. So we're here together. Let's enjoy this. Let me come down and talk to you or mess with you or have fun with you and then get back to the show. Here we go. Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I love that. And so and then one other thing that really stands out for me is that the environment that you create
Hmm.
when you all are together, like even when it comes to the late night poetry, when it comes to the mystery,
Right.
yeah, the mystery luncheons, when it comes to just you standing in front of a crowd. What is it that fuels you?
The people.
All right.
Yeah.
All
No.
right. Yeah,
Honestly,
that's
yeah. Honestly, it's the people and the performance because I know these people who work hard every single day to make their money or be with their family or you because you never know what anybody is going through the day that they come see a show, but they chose to come see you. So that is what really gets me going. It's like we always say, it doesn't matter if it's 1 or 100,000 people. If you show up,
Mhm.
I'm gonna show out. That's
All
pretty much what it is.
right. Yeah, and I'm a witness,
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
That
There,
he's going to do,
yeah.
okay?
It's because you can't if you spent your precious time to come see me, I'm gonna give you everything that I got. Period. Once I hit those, once that light come on, the show starts. The show starts. Don't matter if I'm under the weather, feeling bad. If I'm there, I'm here. It's like when I was playing basketball in college. You don't come on this court unless you come to play. If you got the flu, the
Yeah.
measles, the mumps, and you step on this court, you better be ready to play because ain't nobody gonna take it easy on you.
Right,
So it's
right.
the same thing when the people come. If you come to the show, I'm gonna give it to you because you came to see that.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yes, and I also love the grace that you give the new artists that are struggling with shyness or
You're right.
like I'm afraid. Then they get up there and just smash you like
Man. Yeah.
I know you had it in you. I know you
Yeah.
did. And then just the
Exactly.
pride that they take, you can see the shift in their confidence as they exit the stage.
All right.
So, like, what advice would you have for upcoming poets, performers? Just all creatives. What advice do you have for them starting out? And maybe they may be a little fearful or don't have too much confidence in their gifts.
Right. Well, it's like a buddy of mine told me now, Dwayne Wiggins from Tony, who recently passed away.
Mhm.
Rest in peace.
Mhm.
But when I first got started, and I met him, and I was talking to him, and he told me, he said, "Well, Khoree, understand, this is not Nike, but you have to use their slogan. You just got to go do it,
Mhm.
because if you never put one foot in front of the other, you're not going anywhere. If you let fear hold you back because you're worried about being embarrassed, then you will never get to where you want to go.
Oh,
All
that's
you
good.
will have is dreams and regret. So
Ooh.
if you go out there and you fail in the eyes of what you think society looks at as a failure, just understand
Mm-hmm.
you succeeded because you did it. You know, there is
Right.
no there is no trying. You're doing. It's one of the
Absolutely.
two. If you get out there like this here interview, you're not trying to interview me. You're doing it. You're not trying to
Right.
have your platform. You have one. Now, it may not be on the level of I'm CNN or I'm on MSNBC or anything like that, but you're doing
Right.
it.
Right.
Everybody, if you're new in this game and you want to do something or any game that you want to do, you got to go do it. You surround yourself with people who believe in you more than you believe in you,
Oh
and
no.
yes, and for the right reason. You
Yes.
get people behind you who are there to say, you know what, I'm not in this for the money. I like what you're doing. I want to support you. I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna help your brand. I'm gonna help you do this, and the money will come. You know,
Mm.
it may take a minute, but you got to be patient. The money will come. You
Right.
doing it because this is what you want to do for the rest of your life. As that poem say, when I walk out those doors, I'll be doing this for the rest of my life. See, I don't do this for the fortune or the fame. I don't do this for the cheers or the glory. I don't do this to make myself a name. Hell, I already have one of those. My mama named me Khoree. I am a poet, right? Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Right. That part, them pieces. And
Yeah.
see, like it just in from my experience, it sounds like you are very, I'll say, solid in your identity. Would you say that that is a major part of your success, knowing who
Confidence.
you are?
Absolutely. Absolutely. You absolutely have to know who you are. And if you don't, work on getting there. But
Mhm.
what you don't do is stop, even if you don't know who you are. It's a journey to find out who you are, you
Right.
know. And if you don't take that journey, you're just gonna sit there. It's funny you said that because this young lady inboxed me today and said, I appreciate the platform that you allow us to come. She said, I am very soft spoken, always have been my whole life, and very shy and nervous. And I get up
Mhm.
there and I can hear the nervousness in my voice. How
Mhm.
do I get past that? Because you create a very welcoming space. So I love coming there. But how do I get
Mhm.
past the nervousness in my voice? And do you get nervous? And it's okay to get nervous. It's okay to get nervous. You just have to can learn to control those nerves. For me, it has always been it just may sound crazy, but for me, it has always been anytime I get ready to go on stage, it's okay, Lord, here we go. Either they're gonna
Yeah.
like it or they're not. Let's go do it. You ain't got time to worry about it.
Right.
Give yourself the time not to have time to worry about it. If they're gonna like it or not. As long as you know along that way before you got to that point that you've been rehearsing, you've been doing it over and over and over and over and over again. And then when it's time to go out there, that's it. Okay. Deep breath. Either they're gonna like it or they're not. Let me go do what I do. And you just go out there. And as soon as those first one, two, three words come out your mouth, the nervousness is gone.
Absolutely. You so right about that. Cause I remember like before going on stage, I would always get like nauseously nervous. Like
Uh-huh.
so I mean in the just seriously. And then but like you said, after delivering those first few lines, it's on and popping.
It's on and
Cause
popping.
it's like everything just flow from there. Like
It does.
press past the nerves and the fear and you will get there.
Because you know it. You've been working on it, however long you've been working on it, and you know it. You do it at home, no problem. It's just that when you get in front of people, now you're starting to get a little nervous and you forget
Mhm.
that very first, second, or third line or that fifth or sixth line. More than likely, when you get past that first one or two or three lines, it just comes because you know it. The nerve is like, okay, well, shoot, good. And don't let somebody clap or cheer for you within the first few seconds, too.
Right.
Uh,
Right.
then it's on. It's really on.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I tell people who want to do it, if they say I'm shy, man, you know what? That's fine. You can be shy, but when you get up there and you perform, you do it like you mean those words. That
Mhm.
shyness will go away. You're not doing it to hear the claps or the cheers. If that happened, that's great. But you're doing it to express yourself. And when you express what you wrote down, when you wrote them, the memories of you writing those had emotions attached to it. So deliver those emotions when you're reading those words too. Don't just read them. Don't just recite them. That's the difference from performing them and then just reading them. When you perform your poetry, then you're giving the emotions of each and every word, every feeling that you was feeling at that point in time, it comes out. When you just reading your poetry and reciting your poetry, it can sound very convincing, but you still, if you have that emotion behind it, because you remember that line right there that says when you pour that wine down the sink and how it makes you feel or whatever, you're gonna deliver it a little different.
Right,
Yeah,
right. Ooh,
yeah,
that's a jewel, right? That's jewel right there, y'all. That's jewel.
absolutely.
Put that in your put that in your jewelry drawer right there.
So that's a little message for you.
Right. Absolutely. So like, and then sometimes you have I'll say creatives that get roadblocks, right? They
Yeah.
second guess themselves. It's
Mhm.
really they're really gifted. And these are some people that I know that are really, really gifted and they have lost hope in themselves.
Mm,
They're stopped. They've kind of paused on the side of the road
right.
trying to find their way back, but not sure how to go about doing it. What advice would you have for those people?
Take a break. That's fine. Everybody runs into a roadblock. Everybody get into eventually can get to a mental block or an emotional block, or life is happening. So you have to stand back and just reassess certain things. But at the end of the day, once that's done, you can slowly start jotting stuff down here or there. Slowly start building a paragraph. Slowly start building two paragraphs. Next thing you know, you're right back at it again and didn't even know it. It's when you try to force yourself to do something.
Mhm.
When you try to force yourself to do something, it doesn't sound like the thing that you normally would do because it's
Okay.
forced. I mean, I can sit down, somebody can say, Khoree, write a poem about this dog over there. I can write a poem about a dog. You know,
Mhm.
that's fine, but it wasn't naturally in my mind to do that. So I'm gonna write something that's gonna sound cool. But if I wrote something about my dog, you know, then
Right.
it's gonna be a lot different. It's gonna be
Right.
delivered a lot different. So when I come to a roadblock, to answer your question, when I come to a roadblock, which I have also,
Mhm.
I just take a step back for a second. And that second could literally be uh, a day or two, a month, maybe
Mhm.
even a year. Sometimes you just have to take a step back until that freshness come and that inspiration comes again. Because people ask me all the time, what are you inspired by? And I tell them, just
Mhm.
life, everything that happens in life. It is so much you can write about in this life, that you can put your emotions to it, that you can write from the aspects of different people or yourself. Stuff you've seen your family and friends go through. How did that make you feel? How did that make them feel? Now encompass all that and then write about it. You can write it from a woman's perspective. How do you think a woman would feel? Not you, male. How do you think a woman would feel? Think about how your mother would respond to this, or your wife or your sister would respond to this, and then write about it. I think R. Kelly was a great writer, uh,
Right.
from the aspect of anytime he wrote a song from a woman's aspect, when a woman's
Mhm.
fed up. I mean, come on, if you heard that song,
Right.
wow, you know,
Yes.
wow, because he's right. Because when a woman's fed up, it's a wrap.
Absolutely.
It's a wrap. So it's a lot of stuff. We run into a wall. Just give it time, and it'll come right back. But always have it in the forefront of your mind that you're gonna get back to it. Because you put it in the back of your mind, it's gonna stay in the back of your mind.
Oh,
Just always
right.
have it in the forefront. I'm hitting the wall right now. I'm gonna take a little break, but I'm gonna still be jotting stuff down here or there, and I'm gonna get right back to it. Don't let life stop you from getting to it, because it easily can.
Absolutely. I'm
And
gonna
have
just
that
let
person in your corner that's gonna be pushing you.
that's
Yeah.
right.
Hey, look, let me tell you something. There's plenty of times I was like, you know what, honey, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm good. I'm gonna get just go out there, get a regular job, pay these bills and do what I need to do. And she said, yeah, you know how hard I worked on this Khoree the Poet? Yeah, we're not doing that. What we gonna do,
Period. Like,
right? Right? Yeah. What we gonna do is stop feeling sorry for yourself and
okay.
get on up there and go show the world the talent that I know you have, and we gonna keep building this thing. That's what we gonna do. Now, if you want to stop, you go right on ahead. Well, you can't stop after that. You can't quit
Come
after that.
on.
So yeah, no, you got to have that person in your corner who is definitely not a yes man or yes woman,
Mm. Come
because
on.
you'll get a lot of them. If they think you're going somewhere, they'll be like, yeah, no, that's cool. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, no,
Mm-mm.
that's wonderful. Man, please. I would
Exactly.
I would write something. I'll tell you this quick story. I had my first CD called The Love Movement.
Mm-hmm.
It was produced by this gentleman named Levi Caesar. Now,
Mm-hmm.
Levi Caesar was the musical producer for Prince for 12 years. He was in New Power Generation, played the bass guitar and all that good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So when he met me, he was like, I love what you're doing. I would like to put music to it. I was,
Oh.
I was like, sure, fine. Now, at the time, I didn't know who he was. We was
Mm-hmm.
introduced to a mutual friend, Rick Alexander, who plays with Tony. Now, when he said that, I just was like, okay, cool, sounds good, not realizing who he was. And then when he called me back and told me who he was, and I was like, oh, yeah, absolutely. Where's your studio? Oh, sure, let's go. So we went to the studio, and he made some music for me. I put my words to it, and I would say this: he was the one who told me, he said, "Hold on, you got to you performing like you're performing poetry live. It's not. It has music to it. Find the pockets. Find that rhythm. It's like a song.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of poets will do poetry to music, but they'll just talk through it. They talk through it just be instrumental, and they just talk all over that. Now we got hooks, we got breaks, we got music changes and all that stuff. He's like, find the pocket. I said, okay, fine.
Mm-hmm.
Did that, found the pocket and all that stuff. And I was excited. We got finished. I took it to my wife. I was like, babe, I was like, yeah, she gonna love this one, right? I was like, look,
Right.
finish first song. I want you to listen to it. Boom. Push play, and she listening. She listening, and she doing this. And I'm sitting there like, really? Just yeah, okay. Okay. And when she got done, I was like, so what you think? She said, well, it's all right. I said, I'm sorry, it's all right. Yeah, it's all right, it's good. I said, well, we can we getting ready to put this out. She said, well, I would take it back to him and tell him, it needs something more in the music. I said, I'm
Okay.
I said, okay, you want me to take it back to the gentleman who done played with Prince for 12 years
Right.
and tell him, this green person who don't know anything about anything, my wife said we need something more in the music, but she don't know what.
Come on, wife.
And
You.
she, yeah, and she said, well, yeah, you can do that. Yeah. Or you can put it out. But understand, if you put this out, this is the first thing you're putting out. This is what people are going to know you by. This is what you're going to be
Oh.
labeled as. So, choice is yours. I said, oh, fine. So the next day I went back to the studio. I said, hey, man, look here, let me tell you something.
Okay.
Look, I let my wife hear it, and she said that it needs a little something else. And him being who he was, he done played with Prince, so he had no ego. If you can play with Prince, and if you know anything about Prince, he was one of the hardest people to work with,
Oh,
you know,
wow.
right? Because he could play every instrument. There's nothing you
Right.
can tell him, you know. So he was like, "Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
We put a little this in it, boom, put a little that in it, and let's try this right here, boom, boom, boom." Said, "Okay." Took it back to her, and she was like, "Yeah, there it is. That's it." Now that sounds good, because what she explained to me, she says, you got to understand, I'm not just listening to it as a wife. I'm listening to it as a consumer. Will I buy this? Will I like this? I'm listening to it as a woman. Will I buy this? Will I like this? I'm looking at it for 2, 3 different aspects. You're looking at it from, you're the artist, so you think everything you do is great.
Right.
And so yeah,
Right.
we bumped heads, but at the end of the day, she was always right. So I took it back. He changed it, and it's been good ever since.
That's what I'm talking about. Hats
Yeah.
off to her. And you know what? That oftentimes I talk a lot about having courage,
Uh-huh.
right? People, you don't sleep on courage because it takes courage. It took courage for you to go back to that man and say, okay. And then it takes courage for your wife to say, it needs something. To say she's not, it takes courage to not be a yes person.
Hey, look here. She ain't scared of me.
Okay.
They take no courage. She ain't scared of me. There you go.
Just say period.
Yeah, period. She like, look, this is business. This is look, it needs something done,
Okay.
right? And I would say it didn't take courage for me to go back to him because I'm scared of her. So there it is. Now look here, man. My wife said it needed to be changed, brother. It's all there is to it. I know who you played for. I understand.
Right,
But my
right,
wife
right.
said, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, because she listening from a several different type of ears, which was different.
That's
Most people,
priceless.
yeah, most people just listen from one perspective, and she was listening from several different perspectives. So that's how the Khoree the Poet sound actually became.
Okay.
Yeah, is it because of her ear.
Yeah.
Because myself is love, romance, sensuality, just smooth and laid back type of. You hear the voice, right? So I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
And so she said, "Yeah, we gonna use that as a gift. So
Right.
let's make it your career." You know.
Come on
So,
now.
so yeah, that's hey. Well, all shots out to Miss Veronica Fleming, baby.
All right, let's go, Miss Veronica Fleming. We can get it up.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
y'all.
Yeah, yeah. Honestly, all Khoree the Poet stuff goes. She does the social media and all that stuff.
Mhm.
I was just an entertainer. I just
Okay.
wanted to perform. That was it. All the business stuff, all the social media, all that. You know what? You now have celebrity status. You have to look a
Hmm.
certain way, behave a certain way. She groomed Khoree the Poet.
All
Let me tell you.
right.
Yeah, she groomed Khoree the Poet because first it was just Corey Page and he was a little rough.
Okay.
He was a little rough around the edges.
Right, right.
Yeah, and she grew Corey the Poet, man. And like I tell you, like they say, it was a diamond in the rough, and she
Yes.
polished that bad boy up. She still got some polishing to do. We're still working on some stuff, but
Right,
she's
right.
in there. Yeah,
That's that we are all a work in progress, and that's what I am. Servant to diamonds in the rough. And y'all, this has been another
that's right.
beautiful interview. Thank you so much, Corey DePore. Can you do
Absolutely.
me a favor and let the people know everything that you have coming up so that they can connect with you?
Well, if they want to follow me or look to see what we have coming up, you can follow me on Khoree the Poet. It's right here on your screen. Khoree, the Poet. That's all social media the same. Instagram, TikTok, Facebook is all Khoree the Poet. And if you want to follow about the murder mystery, then you follow Who Done It Productions. WHODUNIT Productions. And we're based out here in Las Vegas, but we do shows in Las Vegas, in San Diego, and LA. We travel around. So it's Who Done It Productions. You can find it on Facebook, our Facebook page, and follow. Or you can go to Eventbrite and check out all the shows we have coming up. We have two coming up out here in Las Vegas. One is August 15th at the Great American Pub in Summerlin. And then August 24th at Moonlight Karaoke Lounge. That one's a brunch show. And the
Okay.
one at the Great American Pub is a cocktail. So it starts around 7:30. Yeah. So yeah, man, look at that. And then we have the Poetry After Dark, which you just came to yesterday, which is every
Yes.
single Sunday. Show is from 7 till 9. The doors open at 7, so you can come in and sign up. The show will start at 7:30, and we are done by 9. There's music playing in the background, and then the poets come up and do a competition because it's a poetry competition. which
Mhm.
means whoever win $50 cash that night and automatically get put into the semifinals. And
All
if they
right.
make it to the finals and win the finals, then they get $200 cash for winning the finals. And we do it every single Sunday at Moonlight Karaoke Lounge in Henderson / Las Vegas. So, man, make your way out here. It's who is it? It's Khoree
It's
Bay.
Corey, baby.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And
All
stay
right.
tuned. That Corey the Poet show will be coming back pretty soon. You know, we had to get some things working on some other things right now. So, but we got a lot of stuff coming around the corner. So just stay tuned.
All right, all right. Let's give it up for Corey the Poet, y'all. It's
It's
Corey,
Corey.
baby.
And what they
Let's
and
go.
what I tell you all the time at the Poetry After Dark show, we don't snap, we clap.
That's right.
Right.
Now
We
this one is clock it. Clock that.
right.
That. Clock
We
that. But I'm gonna give you one of these too.
that's right.
I'm
Right.
gonna give it to you like you serve it up. Cause
We
yes.
we cheer to let the people know you here. Right.
All right. That's
That's
what's
right.
up. That's
Absolutely.
what's up.
And thank you for coming out. And we're gonna get you into one of the murder mysteries. You're gonna be performing in one of the murder mysteries also coming up soon. I got your information and I got you locked in. Absolutely.
All right, all right. I know that's all it's gonna take for the bug. I know about
That's
the
it.
bug. The
That's it.
bug and I'm all about the bug and the magic happening the magic happening.
Yeah, yeah.
It's something about when that magic happens.
I tell you.
Woo! For all my what creatives, you know what I'm talking about. That
Yeah,
the magic. I love
yeah.
the magical
And
moments.
that,
But
and
all
that,
right.
and that magic happened.
Mm, it's a beautiful thing.
Beautiful thing.
That's what, ooh, yeah, yeah, absolutely. Well, I have had an absolute wonderful time interviewing with you, and you have shared some jewels that I'm going to carry with me for the rest of my journey and apply, like not just carry it, but apply it, make it applicable to my situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we all have it in us. We all have it
Oh
in us
yeah.
to become our most greatest, highest, best version of ourselves.
Absolutely.
And it all starts with a decision. Thank
Yeah.
y'all so much. This is another Beauty for Ashes, the journey. Thank you all for everybody that stopped by and watching us and supporting us. We appreciate the support, the love. Like, follow, comment, subscribe on YouTube, Instagram, especially on Instagram, because I'm not live on Instagram right now, y'all, because I don't have 1,000 followers yet. But I'm gonna need y'all. Come through
I'm
and
through.
follow a sister. And let's
That's
do
it.
this together. And if you want to share your journey, hit me up in my DMs and let's make it happen. All right. I love y'all for real, but Jesus died for you. And don't you never forget it. Till next time.